This is maidenflight and I am back with my Parkzone FW190 to give you a little update on the modifications I made so far. First and easiest thing I installed was a payload release E-Flight is selling for this plane. Pretty cool feature I think, so I thought I should build some ordnance for it. So I took some blue core foam I had laying around and an old drop tank and built myself a little dummy bomb for my Focke-Wulf. After that I started to work on the flaps, and because the Focke-Wulf is outfitted with split flaps, I had to cut out an about 1 mm thick piece of foam out of the wing. I managed to cut it out without messing up the wing, and compared to that, installing the cables and the servos were relatively easy. The actual flaps I built out of 1 mm polystyrol and a few pieces of balsa wood I had laying around. A little bit of paint and everything was ready to install. After that, the only thing left to do were to install the landing and positioning lights I had bought for my foamy. A little bit of soldering and it was done. If you have the necessary materials, installing flaps in a foamy is relatively easy. Finding the right setup for the plane, that's a totally different thing. With its strong motor and a 15 kph headwind, the Focke-Wulf had no problems taking off. So 1 or 2 rounds and then ready for landing. See how the new flaps work. It's not that the 190 really need flaps, but it's a cool feature I think, and as you will see in a second, they reduce the landing speed a lot. Unfortunately, the flaps had an unwelcome side effect. Because fully extended, they increased the tendency for the plane to nose over. Even with fully pulled elevator, I were unable to stop it.
Der war besser, wa? Ja, ohne Adrenalin ist besser, oder? Und auch mit ein bisschen Seitenruder. Macht sich immer gut. So, gut. Fahrwerk wieder raus.
To prevent the plane from nosing over, I reduced the flap settings. And at the same time I increased the elevator throw. There's still a tendency for the plane to nose over, but it's manageable. I ended up with about 45% flaps, 6% down elevator for the approach, and about 140% for the elevator throw. Of course, these settings are just a starting point and need further testing, but they seem to work for now. If you have any questions about the video or the plane or the modifications I made, leave a comment and I'll try to answer it. Have fun at the flying field, guys. Maidenflight 66 out.